Have you ever looked at the fruit in your hand thinking it was the symbol of health, only to discover that it might be silently damaging the very organs keeping you alive? Every morning, millions of Americans over 60 wake up believing that eating an orange, a banana, or a slice of melon is doing their body good. They follow the advice they've heard their whole lives: eat more fruit, it's nature's medicine. But what if that same habit, that innocent bowl of fruit sitting on your breakfast table, was slowly pushing your kidneys toward failure without you ever feeling a thing? This isn't a scare tactic. It's a warning rooted in science and reality. Kidney failure rarely starts with pain or symptoms. It begins quietly inside two small organs, no larger than your fists, filtering every ounce of blood in your body every minute of every day. By the time most people are told their creatinine levels are a little high, they've already lost nearly half of their kidney function, and the damage is often irreversible. What's even more alarming is that many so-called healthy fruits can accelerate that process faster than poor diet alone. Hidden inside their sweetness are mineral traps, excess potassium, phosphorus, and fructose that healthy kidneys can manage but weakened ones cannot. The result is a silent overload that builds up day after day, straining the very filters meant to protect you. But here's the part that most people never hear until it's too late. There are natural, scientifically proven ways to reverse this trend. Certain fruits, when chosen and used the right way, can actually lower creatinine, calm inflammation, and help your kidneys heal from within. I'm Dr. Richard Hale, and in the next few minutes, I'll show you exactly how to recognize the hidden danger in your daily fruit bowl and replace it with 4 simple choices that can transform your kidney health, restore your energy, and possibly save your life. So before you take another bite, stay with me, because what you're about to learn could be the turning point your kidneys have been waiting for. Most people think kidney failure strikes out of nowhere, that one morning you simply wake up and your blood tests have turned against you. But the truth is, kidney decline doesn't start with pain, swelling, or warning. It begins in silence, deep inside 2 organs no bigger than your fists. Every heartbeat, every sip of water, every meal forces your kidneys to filter more than 50 gallons of blood each day. They're your body's built-in purification system, working non-stop to keep you alive. Now imagine those kidneys as 2 coffee filters. When they're new, water flows through clean and effortless. But over time, residue builds up layer after layer until the filters clog. That residue is creatinine, the silent smoke signal of internal damage slowly rising within you. Here's the part that most people never realize. By the time creatinine shows up as a little high on your lab report, you've already lost close to half of your kidney function, and you wouldn't even feel it. No pain, no fatigue, no alarm. That's what makes this so dangerous. Your body gives no clue until the damage is deep. I once met Robert, a 68-year-old retired carpenter who came in feeling healthy. He walked every morning, didn't smoke, ate clean. Yet when his results came back, his creatinine had doubled. He looked at me confused and said, "How can my kidneys be failing if I feel fine?" That question breaks my heart every time, because it's the same story for millions of Americans. According to the National Kidney Foundation, more than 37 million adults in the United States already have chronic kidney disease, and nearly 90% don't even know it. They go to work, eat dinner, laugh with family, all while their kidneys fight a losing battle beneath the surface. And it's not always medication or age to blame. Sometimes it's the healthy habits we've trusted for years that quietly push them toward exhaustion. So the next time you see a normal test result, remember, it's not a guarantee. It's a warning that your kidneys are holding on for now. But knowing this alone isn't enough, because there's another invisible force at play, one hidden in the very foods we call healthy, that can silently accelerate kidney decline faster than time itself. Let's start with the first fruit that quietly stands guard over your kidneys: the humble apple. Most people overlook it, thinking it's too ordinary to make a difference. But when your kidneys are under stress, simplicity can be powerful. Apples are more than a snack. They're one of nature's most efficient detoxifiers. Imagine a natural filter working alongside your kidneys, catching waste before it ever reaches them. That's exactly what the soluble fiber in apples, known as pectin, does. It binds to toxins, phosphorus, and cholesterol in your gut, carrying them out of your body before they can overload your filtration system. Think of it as giving your kidneys a well-deserved day off. I once treated Margaret, a 70-year-old retired teacher who came to me terrified after hearing her creatinine had jumped to 1.7. She said, "Doctor, I've done everything right, low salt, no junk food, I even walk every day. Why am I getting worse?" We made one small change, one medium apple a day with the peel on. Within 6 weeks, her phosphorus levels dropped, her swelling faded, and her energy returned. "I never thought something so small could make me feel so different," she said, smiling. That's the quiet magic of consistency, small acts that build big results. Science proves it's not just coincidence. A study in the American Journal of Kidney Diseases showed that participants who consumed 25 to 30 grams of fruit fiber daily improved phosphorus control by 23% compared to those who didn't. Another study followed 12,000 adults for 8 years and found that those who ate one apple a day had a 19% lower risk of developing chronic kidney disease. And the secret lies mostly in the skin, rich in quercetin and chlorogenic acid, 2 antioxidants, that calm inflammation, protect delicate kidney tissue, and stabilize blood sugar. So the next time you see an apple, don't think of it as a boring fruit. Think of it as your kidney's natural insurance policy, a small daily investment that pays off in years of health and freedom. But knowing this alone isn't enough, because there's another fruit that goes beyond protection. It works at the cellular level to actually defend and rejuvenate your kidneys, and most people have no idea it exists. Now let's move to the fruit that doesn't just protect your kidneys, it helps them heal at the cellular level. Small, deep blue and often underestimated blueberries are one of nature's strongest kidney defenders. They might look delicate, but inside their rich color lies an army of compounds that fight inflammation and oxidative stress, where kidney damage begins. Each tiny berry is loaded with anthocyanins, natural pigments that protect your nephrons, the microscopic filters responsible for cleansing your blood. Think of them as bodyguards standing between your kidneys and the constant barrage of toxins. I'll never forget Susan, a retired nurse, who came to me frustrated. "Doctor," she said, "I eat healthy every morning, bananas, melons, orange juice. Why is my creatinine still going up?" We made a simple swap. She replaced those fruits with half a cup of blueberries 3 to 4 times a week. Within months, her kidney filtration rate stabilized for the first time in years. Her face glowed, her swelling disappeared, and she told me, "I finally feel like my body stopped fighting itself." That's not luck, that's science in action. A groundbreaking study published in the Journal of Agricultural and Food Chemistry found that blueberry anthocyanins reduced kidney-damaging inflammatory cytokines by up to 47% in just a few weeks. Another study revealed that these same compounds can cross the blood-kidney barrier, directly reaching the tissues that need protection the most, something few antioxidants can do. Even better, blueberries improve insulin sensitivity and blood flow. Regular consumers were shown to have 23% better long-term blood sugar control and lower blood pressure by 4-6 mmHg, reducing the stress on fragile kidney vessels. The best part, fresh or frozen both work equally well, so there's no excuse to skip them. Just half a cup 3 to 5 times a week can change how your kidneys age. Think of it as medicine disguised as dessert. But knowing this alone isn't enough, because there's another fruit rich in crimson that doesn't just protect it, can actually switch on your body's natural repair genes, and that discovery changes everything. Next comes one of the most elegant and misunderstood fruits of all, red grapes. People often associate them with heart health, but few realize how deeply they influence kidney recovery. Inside every vibrant red or purple grape lies a compound called resveratrol, the same antioxidant that made red wine famous. But here's the real secret: resveratrol doesn't just protect your arteries, it can literally switch on your body's internal repair system. When kidney cells are attacked by high blood pressure, diabetes, or inflammation, they activate self-destruct pathways. Resveratrol steps in like a master mechanic, flipping on the genes known as sirtuins, especially SIRT1, that repair DNA, reduce inflammation, and restore balance. It's your body's built-in reset button hiding in the skin of a grape. One of my patients, Harold, 72, had been told his kidneys were aging faster than normal. He loves sweets, but I asked him to trade candy for 15 red grapes a few times a week. 6 months later, his kidney function improved by more than 20%, his blood pressure dropped, and his doctor called his progress unexpected. He called it a miracle. I call it biology working in your favor. The science agrees. Research published in Kidney International found that people consuming resveratrol-rich foods showed a 22% improvement in kidney filtration within 6 months. Other studies show that grape polyphenols protect blood vessels from stiffness and oxidative stress, keeping the microscopic vessels inside your kidneys flexible and strong. Even the high water content, about 84%, helps flush out waste gently without overwhelming filtration. But moderation matters. Grapes contain natural sugars, so keep your portions small, 15 to 20 grapes 2 to 3 times per week, always with the skin on. The darker the grape, the more powerful the protection, because color equals chemistry. So the next time you crave something sweet, skip the candy bar and choose nature's repair fruit instead. It's delicious, rejuvenating, and a quiet act of healing your kidneys from within. But knowing this alone isn't enough, because there's still one tropical fruit that stands apart: golden, refreshing, and surprisingly powerful, a fruit whose natural enzyme can melt away inflammation and help lower creatinine faster than anything else you'll find in your kitchen. And finally, we reach the golden fruit that so many people underestimate: pineapple. Most see it as a vacation treat, a tropical indulgence, maybe a guilty pleasure in a smoothie. But for your kidneys, pineapple can be pure medicine. Unlike many tropical fruits, it's naturally low in potassium, about 180 milligrams per cup, making it one of the safest and most hydrating fruits for anyone with kidney stress. Yet what truly sets it apart is a powerful enzyme called bromelain, concentrated mostly in the fibrous core. Bromelain acts like a cleanup crew inside your body, dissolving the inflammatory proteins and waste that clogged kidney tissue, allowing those tiny filters to breathe again. It's not just refreshing, it's repair in action. I once worked with a patient named Evelyn, a 66-year-old grandmother who loved fruit but had been warned to avoid most of it because of her rising creatinine. She was heartbroken until I introduced her to fresh pineapple. We started small, half a cup twice a week, and within 2 months her swelling faded, her digestion improved, and her labs finally showed her kidneys were holding steady. "It feels like my body's waking up again," she told me, tears in her eyes. That's what happens when nature's chemistry meets consistency. Science confirms what Evelyn felt. A study in Biotechnology Research International found that bromelain reduced inflammation markers linked to kidney disease by up to 42%, improving overall kidney function without side effects. Pineapple's natural vitamin C content, about 78 millimolar per cup, adds antioxidant power, shielding kidney cells from further damage. And its gentle diuretic effect encourages healthy urine flow, helping eliminate toxins without stressing the system. But there's one crucial rule: always choose fresh pineapple. The enzyme bromelain is destroyed during canning or pasteurization, so slice it yourself, include a bit of the core, and let your body absorb every drop of its healing potential. It tastes like summer, but works like medicine. But knowing this alone isn't enough, because the way you combine and rotate these healing fruits can be the difference between stabilizing your kidneys or slowly watching them fail. Now that you know the 4 fruits that can protect, cleanse, and even help your kidneys heal, let's talk about how to use them the right way. Because the truth is, healing doesn't come from information alone. It comes from action, from rhythm, from what you do every single day. Your kidneys respond best to consistency, not perfection. Think of them as 2 workers on a never-ending shift. If you feed them the same thing every day, they'll get tired. But if you rotate what you give them, different antioxidants, different fibers, different enzymes, you create a balanced flow of nourishment that keeps them strong. That's why I teach my patients what I call the kidney rotation ritual. Mondays and Thursdays are apple days, 1 medium apple with the peel, eaten slowly, ideally with a meal to stabilize blood sugar. Tuesdays and Fridays are blueberry days, half a cup fresh or frozen, stirred into yogurt or oatmeal. Wednesdays belong to red grapes, 15 to 20 pieces, always with the skin, preferably during lunch when blood sugar spikes less. And on weekends, make it your pineapple days, half to 1 cup of fresh slices, ideally chilled and eaten raw to preserve the bromelain enzymes. This simple schedule keeps your body guessing in a good way, preventing overload and giving your kidneys a variety of plant compounds to work with. One of my patients, Mark, followed this rotation religiously. When we first met, his creatinine was 1.9 and his energy was gone. 3 months later, his levels dropped to 1.5, his swelling disappeared, and he told me, "Doctor, I finally feel like myself again." That's the power of steady, mindful habits. Studies show that people who stick to a structured antioxidant-rich fruit plan experience up to 30% slower kidney decline compared to those who eat randomly. It's not magic, it's method. So as you plan your meals, remember this: it's not about avoiding everything you love, it's about being strategic with what you choose. Because when you eat with purpose, your kidneys don't just survive, they start to recover. But knowing this alone isn't enough, because food is only one piece of the healing puzzle. The real transformation happens when your entire lifestyle begins working with your kidneys, not against them. If you've made it this far, it means you truly care about your health, and that already sets you apart. Most people wait until their kidneys are failing before they start paying attention, but not you. You're taking action now, and that decision alone could change the rest of your life. Remember, your kidneys aren't fragile, they're resilient. They've carried you through decades of stress, dehydration, and sleepless nights. They've worked for you without asking for much in return. All they need now is your awareness, your consistency, and your care. So here's what I want you to do starting today. Keep these 4 healing fruits in your weekly rotation. Eat with purpose. Stay hydrated, but never overdo it. Watch your salt, moderate your protein, and move your body every day. Even a simple 20-minute walk can boost circulation and oxygen flow to your kidneys. Small habits done consistently create extraordinary change. And if you ever feel discouraged, remember this: healing doesn't require perfection. It only requires persistence. If this video opened your eyes or gave you hope, don't keep it to yourself. Save it, share it with someone you care about, and subscribe to this channel. I post new science-backed health videos every week to help you understand your body, prevent disease, and protect your kidneys naturally. When you subscribe, you're not just joining a channel. You're joining a community of people who believe in knowledge, prevention, and lifelong vitality. Your body is designed to heal when you give it the right support. Every apple, every handful of blueberries, every small mindful choice is a message to your body that says, I'm on your side. So take this knowledge, use it, and never give up on your kidneys. They've never given up on you. I'm Dr. Richard Hale. Take care of yourself, take care of your kidneys, and I'll see you in the next video.